Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. So in the previous class we have seen some questions and many of you requested for answers. That's why I'm doing. But I'm not going to explain in the full length video because it will take lot of time. So I have just worked out. You can go through that. Okay. So first question already we have seen in the previous video itself. So here this is 10 boys, 5 girls. So total will be 10 plus 5, 15. And the first required probability for the first one, 2 boys, third is a girl. So accordingly, we have to write the probability. Similarly, there are two possibilities. First and third are boys and second is a girl. This is one possibility. And second and first and third are girls and second is a boy. So you have to add these two. Okay. Then of the three men, this already I have explained in the class. If you want detailed description, you can go through the video ones. Okay. So these are the values given and these are the required probability. One is 0.52 first answer, second one is 0.30769. Similarly, Bolt factory A, B, C. See, all the three need not be asked. You read the question accordingly. You have to do that. These are the given values and the required probability is if a bolt is defective, then if it is from the machine A, this is the one. If it is similarly for second one, if it is from the machine B, then B given D, and for the third one, if the defective is from C, this is the answer. Okay. And only in the numerator, in the place of P given P of probability of D given B into P of B, you have to write for the second one. Similarly, for the third one, you have to write only in the numerator, you have to write P of D given C into P of C. And here the total probability is always 1. So you have to add all these values because it is discrete. You have to add all the values and you will be getting one equation. K is equal to 1 by 10 and 1 minus 1. Minus 1 cannot be a probability. Therefore, 1 by 10 you have to consider. Then the cumulative is according to up to P of x less than or equal to x. And according to after substituting the value of K, this will become 1 by 10. And this is 2 by 10. This is again 2 by 10 and 3 by 10 and so on. So up to 1 means it is 1 by 10. For up to 2, 2 plus 1, 3 by 10. Then 5 by 10 and so on. Okay, you have to add. The last should be 1. If you don't get 1, that means you have made a mistake. Okay. Then mean is always the formula E of x is equal to xi pi. So just multiply, you will get 3.66 and variance. You have to remember all these formulas. Okay. Xi squared pi. So xi squared, you square these values and corresponding probability should be added. Minus of 3.66. Okay. The whole square. The answer is 3.4044. And next is P of x strictly less than 6. Therefore, P of 1 to P of 5 you have to add. You will be getting 0.81 and greater than or equal to 6 means 1 minus you can say or P of 7, 6 and 7. Okay, 19 by 100 also you can say. And 0 strictly less than x strictly less than 5 means P of 1 to 0. 0 is not there. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. You have to add this. Okay. Will you get 2 plus 5 plus 3, 8 by 10. Yes, correct. And now find the minimum value of K such that the total probability up to the K value should be greater than 1. So if you consider up to 1, it is 1 by 10. Up to 2, it is 3 by 10. Not less, it is less than 1 by 2. This is equal to 1 by 2. But we want strictly greater than. Therefore, you have to consider this fourth one. Fourth one, only up to here, it is greater than. Okay, so K is equal to 4 is the required answer. And continuous random variable integral, as we have seen in discrete, you have to add, here you have to integrate. So minus infinity to plus infinity, f of x dx is always 1. This is the answer. This we know, the total probability is 1 we know. And here where it is defined, x greater than or equal to 0. So you have to divide it into minus infinity to 0 and 0 to infinity. Here it will become 0 because the function is defined as 0 otherwise. Okay. So if you add everything and equate that to 1, you will be getting k is equal to lambda squared. And mean mu is as we have done in x into p of x there in discrete. Here you have to write x into f of x dx. This is the formula you have to remember. and substitute f of x is equal to k into x into e power minus lambda. K value just now we have found out to be lambda squared, and you take it outside and you have to remember these formulas integration. Okay, you write x squared and keep on the first bracket you keep on differentiating, second bracket you keep on integrating, and if you simplify 2 by lambda. Similarly, variance of sigma squared, x squared into f of x dx minus mu squared. Okay, so x squared into this one f of x, it is only from 0 to infinity, and lambda squared, if you substitute f of x you will be getting x cube into, now x cube you keep on differentiating the first bracket and keep on integrating the second bracket, you will be getting this value 2 by lambda squared. The mean of the binomial distribution is 3, variance is 9 by 4. So NP is equal to 3, NPQ is equal to 9 by 4. Mean and binomial distributions, mean is NP and variance is NPQ, you know, you just substitute, find the values of Q, P, and hence N is equal to 12. And greater than or equal to 7 means 1 minus P of X strictly less than 7. So up to 0 to 7, 12Cx. Otherwise you can find out greater than or equal to 7 means 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 also you can find out. Whichever you feel easier. And directly you can substitute this in your calculator that I have explained in my class. You can verify binomial distribution problems will be there. Okay, you can search there. In our video I have explained how to use the calculator. Similarly, the next one, less than or equal to means you have to include that value. Strictly less than means up to the previous value. Okay, so therefore it is 1 to 5 only. And 7 coins are tossed, fitting a binomial distribution already we have done. The same thing I have given, it is available in the video also. So n is equal to 7, p is equal to, these are all the values given. You have to calculate actually. P is equal to 1 by 2, q is equal to 1 by 2, we know. N is equal to 7. So now P of x equal to 0, x equal to 1, x is equal to 7. These are the given values, but you have to calculate this. P of 0 means according to the formula. P of x equal to x is ncx, p per x, q per n minus. These values are to be calculated. So 7cx, 1 by 2x, 1 by 2 the whole per x, 1 by 2 the whole per n minus x. N is here 12, 7. N is equal to 7. Okay. So you have to just substitute. These are the observed frequencies given. Now expected frequencies are this one. Even if you add, you should get 128. Okay. So next you write whatever values are given, observed frequency and expected frequency. Only one point you have to remember, if you add these values, you should get the same value, 128. Okay. That means when you are rounding the values, you have to be careful. Next, this is a derivation. You have to please go through that. Even these theorems are also, you have to go through that derivation part. Then mean and standard deviation of the marks obtained by 1000 students. This I have done already. Mu is equal to, sigma is equal to given, and P of, the values are asked for 30 and 60. P of 30 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 60. If you substitute in the formula x minus mu by sigma, okay, z is equal to x minus mu by sigma, right? So if you substitute in that corresponding values, what is x here for 30? For 30, if you substitute 30 minus 34.5, 30 minus 34.5 divided by sigma is what? 16.5. Are you getting the value? Once let's check this, because I did not check that. 4.5 divided by 16.5. Yeah, 0.27 minus 0.27 is correct. Similarly, when you for 60 also you have to find out, it will be 1.54. And here I have explained from the table value. Even the same thing you can do with the calculator also. Okay, because it is 1000. This is the area, and everything should be expressed in terms of 0 to. From the table, if you want to use the table, then every region should be expressed in terms of this area, 0 to z. Okay, then only you can use the table. Then accordingly you have to write the values, and the same thing can be done with the calculator also. You have to go through the video for that. And here expected marks, it is 1000 into multiply, because it is 1000 students given, therefore you have to multiply. And next is area is given, you find the mean and variance. Okay. So here standard deviation. So 31% or under 45 means less than here 0.31. Always remember the total area is 1. This side it is 0.5 and this side it is 0.5. Okay. So here 0.31 less than this 0.19. And you have to search inside the table and you have to find out the corresponding Z value. You will be getting one Z value that will be minus 0.5 here, and this is one equation. Similarly from the second area 0.42 over 64. So this is 0.08. Therefore this is 0.42. From the table you can find out the value as 1.41 Z value. Inside values will be 0.4200 and you have to find out the corresponding Z value. You will be getting two equations, solve them, and you will be getting mu is equal to 50 and sigma is equal to 10. Next is 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 11. These 5 numbers are given. You have to find out the mean and the standard deviation. These are the formula. Sigma squared is equal to sigma xi minus x bar the whole square divided by n. This is the formula, and you have to substitute these values. Mu is equal to sigma squared is equal to, or directly also you can find out. But write the formula and directly from the calculator. You need not write all these values. Okay. Only formula you have to write, then corresponding answer you can write directly. So sigma is equal to 3.29. Next is, and in the calculator also I have explained how to use the in the calculator, that you can go through in the video. So 2, 3, 6, 8, 11, and you have to now the two samples without replacement. With replacement. With replacement means 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 6. These are all the possible values. And find out the means of 2 plus 2 divided by 2, 2. 2 plus 3, 5 divided by 2, 2.5. 2 plus 6, 8 divided by 2, 4. That is a mean of these two numbers. All the numbers you write, and I have explained how to use your calculator for that. Okay. So find out the mean of all these 25 values. That will be 6. It should be equal to the mean of the population also. And mu x bar is equal to mu, that's why. Sigma x bar, that for these 25 values you have to find out sigma x squared also. Okay, so 2.32 you will be getting. And this also I have explained already. X is greater than or equal to 60.8, mu is equal to 60. Now we want p greater than or equal to p of x greater than or equal to 60.8, and corresponding z value will be x is equal to z is equal to x minus mu by sigma. If you write, you will be getting 2. So p of z greater than or equal to 2. You can use the calculator or you can express accordingly in the table also. You can find out 0.0228 is the answer. And weight of simple, this is t-test. So this is less than 30. Therefore it is a small sample, and this is the formula you have to remember. Test statistic, t is equal to, okay, and capital S squared you can find out, or small s squared you can find out. Here I have found out capital S, and these values are these are the values. S is equal to 4.74 capital S, and this is the formula, and 5% level of significance. So degrees of freedom is important here. Here there are 10 values given, and the degrees of freedom will be 10, always n minus 1. Okay, and if it is one-tailed and two-tailed, I have explained how to find out the values from the table. Okay, and here table value is 2.262 for 9 degrees of freedom. Calculated value is less than, therefore you accept the hypothesis. Here difference between two samples, s squared is equal to, this is the formula. These are the formulas. You have to please remember these formulas. Okay, and calculations accordingly you have to calculate. And yes, this is sigma x, xi minus x bar. Here actually this is xi minus x bar, xi minus x bar, this is xi minus x bar the whole square, and this is yi minus y bar, and the yi minus y bar the whole square. Okay, let me check the values once. Yes, correct. So these are the values, yi minus y bar the whole square, and you have to add all these values. Sigma value will be given. X bar, y bar you can find out directly. 219 divided by 7, and this is 169 divided by 6, and so on. and just substitute in the s squared in the formula. Okay, and s squared is equal to, here you have to find out this and then find s and substitute in the formula. T is equal to, again you have to write h0 h1 as usual. T is equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s into root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. If you substitute, you will be getting 2.438 and table value is 2.201. Therefore, here it is 2.438, which is greater than 2.201. So reject H0. Always H0 I have explained already. I'll explain again in the next problem. So next is 95% confidence in interval. Here we have found out n is equal to 50. The given values are these things and proportion is given. So you have to find out PQ. So this is the formula for standard error, root of PQ divided by n. If capital PQ are not available, that is population information are not available, you can always replace it with sample values. So these are the values. If you substitute 0.239, these are the limits, 95% confidence limit. Next is s squared is equal to 10.9, x bar is given, 99% confidence interval for mu. The previous problem is for proportion, we have found out. Now it is for confidence interval for mu. Whatever is given, from the given question only you can find out. For mu means it is mean. Okay. So x bar minus 2.58, 99%. Therefore 2.58 into sigma by root n. Just substitute the values, you will be getting these interval values. Okay. Next is sample of 64 students has a mean weight of 70 kgs. And can this be regarded? Here mean is given. Okay. N value is given. Small n sample. N is greater than or equal to 30. Therefore it is a Z test you have to use. It is a large sample. Always for large sample you have to use Z test only. This I have explained the procedure, null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis, then immediately you have to try two tail or one tail, then level of significance, then test statistic formula you have to remember, then compare the calculated value and with the table value. Less than means accept, greater than means reject. Okay. So this here we have done, n is equal to 64. You can just go through the values and here these are the values given. This please you remember these things. This table try to remember. You need not carry anything for this. These values you can remember easily. Okay. If you remember it is better. Then x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. This is the formula. Then calculated value should be compared with the table value. Okay. Greater than, so reject H0. Next is this I have explained in the previous class itself. Okay. Next is 400 men and 600 women. Here this is population, two population. So two population proportions are given. Two proportions are given. So accordingly the formulas also you have to, P1 is equal to no difference. Always H0 is a statement of no difference. H1 is a alternative hypothesis. Just opposite to H0. Okay. So these are the formulas you can substitute. Then this is the answer. Calculated Z should be it is 1.28, which is less than 1.96. Therefore no difference. Okay, that is accept H0. That is no difference. And this is in the fifth unit. This already we have done A, B, C, and these are the probability matrix. For explanation, please go through the video. Okay, and here these are the values, states of xn A, B, C, and accordingly these are the values. A is throwing to B only, B is throwing to C only, and C can throw both A and B. That's why 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Okay. This is the transition probability matrix. And according for every state, you have to find out whether it is irreducible or not. Okay. Recurrent or not. So it is irreducible. And a fair die is tossed repeatedly. This is already, these two questions were asked in the previous year question paper. That's why I have done this. So here this explanation also you can go through. You have to form the probability matrix here. So this is the matrix P, and P squared is, once again you have to write P. Okay, and this is P squared is 1 by 36 into. Here you will be getting 1 by 36 into these values 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. Okay. Because first row, first column 1 by 36. This is not 1, it is actually 1 by 36. Every value, with every value you will be getting 1 by 36. Okay. So this is the answer. And with this it is over. I hope it will be helpful. If you want detailed description, please go through the classes. Okay. And once again, I wish you all the best. Don't worry, the question is going to be very, very easy only. All direct questions you can expect. Okay. And thank you so much for listening.